C'est loué, c'est loué, c'est loué. E monongele, lusala e luvuvamu.
Sisters and brothers, away nSemi, Pastor Malo speaking. In the name of nZambi, Yamazulu, creator of heavens and earth, the one who anointed me to be your servant and to get you prepared to go back to Zion, Luvuvamu, peace be on you. Today is the 11th of August 2020, and we will make our 7th video. The theme today is one of the most important ever, as we will cover the name of God in the Bantu linguistic area in general and in the Congo culture in particular. I mean nZambi. Sisters and brothers, in Kikongo, in fact, the name of God should be nSemi and not nZambi. In fact, nZambi is a superlative of nSemi. What does it mean, nSemi? For those who have read my book, The Most Intelligent and Powerful Language in the World, they know that, in fact, the word for creator in Kikongo comes from the verb sema. Scholars will tell you that throughout the world there are thousands and thousands of ways of calling God or the gods. And the word for God will denounce if the people who call God in a certain way are pagan, Gentile, or are holy, linked with the word of God. Now, you know that the nations which came to colonize Africa are 5. You have the Portuguese, you have the English, you have the French, you have the Belgian, and finally the Spanish. And it's rather ironic to see that all these nations, all these people, when designated God, the Creator, are denouncing also their own pagan Gentile origin. Portuguese say Deus, and Deus comes from Zeus, who was one or the main god in the Greek mythology. The French and the Belgian, it depends whether they are of Flemish origin or of Walloon origin. So they say Dieu, which has the same root, Deus, or they say God, which is equivalent to the English culture, which designates the Creator under the name of God. But let's break down, as I've just said, Deus in Portuguese, Deus in Spanish, comes from Zeus, who was or who is a pagan god. About God, this is what I found in Google. A significant number of scholars have connected this root with the names of three related Germanic tribes: the Gauts, the Gauts, and the Guttar. These names may be derived from an eponymous chieftain, Gaut, derived from an eponymous chieftain named Gaut, who was subsequently deified. Have you heard, sisters and brothers, when you refer to the Creator as God, in fact, you are referring to a Gothic chieftain who was deified. Sisters and brothers, we will now analyze the name nZambi in connection with the Bible. As we've just seen with the Portuguese, the Belgian, the French, the English, the Spaniards culture, there's no link between the name of Deus, God, and the Bible, because the origin is pagan, Gentile. But it's otherwise in the Bantu linguistic area in general and in Kikongo in particular. nZambi comes from nSemi. nSemi meaning the creator. And nSemi comes from the verb sema, which means at the same time to create and to speak. And this is an indisputable link with John chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In Kikongo it would be nSemi, Sema, the same thing. Okay? Sema is to create and it is to speak. This is the first link we can make. Now, Sema, semene, gave the Latin word semen, seminis, which means the seed. And when you read the Bible, you will see, for example, when Jesus gave the parable of the sower, you will see the importance of the word seed in the Bible. Why the seed? Because the seed is eternal. You can put the seed in the ground, and sometime later it will pop out again. It will live again to take another form. So, saying that nZambi is the seed is to proclaim his eternal nature. And also another link is that you find the word for prayer and blessing in the name of nZambi. nZambi is spelled with Z, okay? But linguistically, phonetically, it could be S. And when you write nZambi with S, it's Sambi. And Sambi comes from the word Samba in Kikongo, which means to pray. And from Samba, you have Sambu, the prayer, and Sambu, which is the blessing. So, embedded in the name of nZambi, you have two fundamental nations of the Bible, which is the notion of prayer and the notion of blessing. And now, to end, because we have so many things we could tell about nZambi, embedded in the name nZambi, you also have number 7. For example, in Lingala, which is one of the most similar or kin languages with the Kikongo, you have the word nZambe. nZambi is the creator, which comes from nZambi, nSemi. But Sambo is 7. Lo Sambo is prayer. Okay? And nZambi and Sambo are written in our, let's say, spiritual writings exactly the same. So, in the name nZambi, you have also the notion that God is the one who has 7 spirits. 7 spirits. It's embedded in the name nZambi. So, with those few examples, you can see that nZambi is not a pagan or a Gentile word, but it's biblical. It's biblical, which means that those who came supposedly to teach us the existence of, because should they have analyzed, scrutinized the word nZambi, Sema, Semene, nSemi, they would have found these biblical links. Yes, sisters and brothers, there's a lot. This is the first video I'm making on nZambi. There will be others to break down and to demonstrate that we, Bantu people, we from Congo, we are biblical people. We are the most highest people. And you in the diaspora,